My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, there comes a time in life when the world becomes noisy, when people misunderstand you. My name is Muniba Mazari, and I am a motivational speaker. If you are new at my channel, subscribe and start a new journey with me. When dreams feel heavy, and when the heart feels tired of explaining itself, in those moments you begin to realize something very important. Not everyone who smiles with you stands with you. Not everyone who listens truly understands you, and not every crowd gives you comfort. It is in this season of life that I want to gently remind you of something simple yet powerful. Your books are your best friends right now. Books do not judge where you come from or where you are going. They do not laugh at your accent, your mistakes, or your slow progress. They do not rush you when you read the same page again because your mind was wandering. They wait for you with patience, with open arms, and with quiet wisdom. When the world tells you to hurry, books whisper, "Take your time." When life feels loud, books offer you silence. When your heart feels broken, books sit beside you without asking unnecessary questions. I have always believed that some friendships are loud and some friendships are quiet. Loud friendships come with laughter, gatherings, and shared moments. Quiet friendships come with understanding, growth, and healing. Books belong to that second kind. They are the friends who stay awake with you at night when sleep refuses to come. They are the friends who help you understand your pain when even you cannot name it. They are the friends who remind you that someone once felt exactly what you are feeling right now and survived. When you open a book, you are not just reading words. You are entering another soul's journey. You are borrowing someone else's courage for a while. You are learning lessons without paying the price of experience yourself. You are discovering that failure is not the end, that fear is universal, and that resilience can be learned. Books gently teach you that you are not alone in your confusion. She calls, I is they, is du how buys, justice gains. You are du how buys afterman. There are days when people may leave you unseen, but books never do. They never abandon you halfway through your growth. Even if you close them for weeks, months, or years, they welcome you back without complaint. And that kind of friendship is rare. Right now, when life feels uncertain, when goals feel distant, and when motivation feels fragile, books become anchors. They ground you. They remind you of who you want to become. Question. They shape your thinking when the world tries to confuse you. They teach you discipline when motivation fails. One page a day may not feel like much, but it slowly builds a mind that cannot be easily shaken. Books also teach you the art of listening. In a world where everyone wants to speak, books teach you to pause. They teach you patience. They teach you that wisdom does not shout, it waits. When you read, you are training your mind to focus, to reflect, and to understand. These are not just reading skills. These are life skills. Sometimes people think reading is an escape from reality. I believe reading is a preparation for reality. Books do not take you away from life. They equip you to face it better. They strengthen your inner world so the outer world does not break you so easily. They help you build confidence quietly, without noise, without applause. When you feel insecure, books remind you of your potential. When you feel ordinary, books show you extraordinary journeys that began with ordinary people. When you feel afraid to start, books remind you that every great story begins with a first step. They show you that progress is often slow, invisible, and deeply personal. Your books are teaching you something even when you do not realize it. They are teaching you how to think independently. They are teaching you how to question, how to reflect, and how to choose your values carefully. In those moments, pick up a book. You will find companionship in its pages. You will find mentors who guide you without ego. You will find friends who have lived through wars, heartbreaks, failures, and triumphs, and they will sit with you quietly, offering their lessons without demanding anything in return. Books also teach humility. They remind you that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. They keep your ego in check and your curiosity alive. They make you comfortable with not knowing everything, and that comfort is a strength, not a weakness. If you are trying to improve yourself, heal yourself, or rebuild yourself, books are gentle tools for transformation. They do not force change, they inspire it. They plant seeds in your mind that grow over time. One sentence may stay with you for years. One idea may change the direction of your life. And often you do not even realize when that shift begins. There is something deeply sacred about reading alone. It is a conversation between you and the truth you are ready to hear. Sometimes a book speaks to you differently depending on the season of your life. The same words carry new meanings as you grow. This is because books grow with you. They meet you where you are, not where you pretend to be. In times when social media shows you everyone's highlights and hides their struggles, books bring honesty. They show the process, the pain, the persistence behind success. They remind you that growth is messy, slow, and often uncomfortable. They normalize struggle instead of shaming it. Your books are also teaching you discipline. Choosing to read instead of scrolling is a quiet act of self-respect. It is you telling yourself, "My mind deserves nourishment." Every page you read is a vote for the future version of you. Every chapter you finish is proof that you can commit, focus, and grow. One day, when life asks more from you, more strength, more wisdom, more courage, you will realize that your books prepared you for that moment. They were shaping you silently when no one was watching. They were sharpening your thoughts, strengthening your heart, and expanding your vision. So if today feels slow, if progress feels invisible, if companionship feels rare, do not underestimate the power of sitting with a book. Do not feel lonely for choosing growth over noise. This season of quiet reading is not isolation. It is preparation. Remember, the mind you build today will decide the life you live tomorrow. The thoughts you feed yourself will shape your confidence, your decisions, and your peace. And books are one of the purest sources of thoughtful nourishment. My dear friends, people may come and go, circumstances may change, plans may fail, but the knowledge you gain, the perspective you build, how to be patient, and the strength you develop through reading will always stay with you. They are your silent teachers, your loyal companions, and your gentle guides toward the person you are becoming. Stay close to them. Trust their quiet presence. R-E-Ja is the loyal coming to, which Pan and Ja, they are your gentle coming to. One day you will look back and realize that in the season when you felt most alone, how your books were walking with you, holding your hand and leading you forward one page at a time. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe, my dear.